news site. And check this out. This is a little bit nuts. And back to government and mass surveillance and 1984 style stuff. New leads suggest CIA spied on Assange to secure his extradition to the U.S. Yeah. There's a photograph of him sleeping in what appears to be like a closet next to a stack of toilet paper with his chair right up against the door, right? And a fire extinguisher on the wall. New evidence suggests that the CIA's shadow loomed over WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange for several months during his long stay at the Ecuadorian embassy in London. Through the cooperation of a Spanish security firm that made video and audio recordings of the Australian activist's conversations with his lawyers and allegedly relaying this material to U.S. intelligence services. On Monday, a judge in London ruled against extraditing the cyber activist to the U.S., where he is facing espionage charges over WikiLeaks' release of classified material and military and diplomatic material in 2010. So an investigation started by Judge Jose de la Mata of Spain's High Court, the Audiencia Nacional, and to be continued by his replacements at his courthouse, is tracking the IP address, unique numbers that identify devices connected to the internet that logged onto the servers of UC Global SL, the Spanish company in charge of security at the embassy, where Assange took refuge between June 2012 and April 2019. The company's servers, where all its information is stored, are located in the southern Spanish city of Jerez de la Frontera. Okay, now, this is this is the world we live in, right? This is it. Like he can't even have the due process people deserve, like a confidential connection with his lawyers without being surveilled upon, right? And so of course they get around this because he's not on U.S. soil. He's in a foreign jurisdiction, and et cetera, so on. And so it's legal that way because they treat him as a terrorist, and that's why they have these laws. That's why the Patriot Act was put out. That's why the FISA courts, all this stuff, like, this is what it's for, guys. This is what it's for. And look, he looks like a miserable individual, doesn't he? Stuck there in a closet, and it sucks. It sucks. Quint says, "You're not nuts, Michael. You're just pressed like the rest of us." I agree. Thank you. Amen, brother. Amen. I just, yeah. I mean, but again, right? Like, don't allow yourself to be gaslighted by people that want to label you insane or something else, I spend a lot of time reading this stuff and thinking about this and talking about this. It doesn't make me right all the time, but it makes me, what would you say? I would say that I'm, like I said in the beginning of this, educated in propaganda, not an expert yet, but I'm definitely starting to be able to pick shit out instantly. I can look at a mess of news articles and within 90 seconds tell you exactly which ones are propaganda and which ones are not. And so most people don't have that discernment. And so, like I said, just do my best to share it and talk about this stuff and kind of point it out and maybe hope that I know you guys are on the ball, but this is about you, of course, but this is about bringing this message to people that don't think about these things.